Hello and welcome. I'm Saeed from StoryPlanet.net. Dive right into the essence of the most captivating books without reading them cover to cover. Whether you're on the go, at the gym, or just relaxing at home, we offer you a unique and enriching listening experience. Today, we are exploring the book, The Devil in the White City, a creation by Erik Larson. The Devil in the White City, 2003, transports readers to 1890s Chicago during the World Arts Fair, intertwining a thrilling tale of American progress with the chilling deeds of one of history's earliest serial killers. Before we delve into these revelations, it's interesting to note that Erik Larson, a writer for The Wall Street Journal and Time, has authored numerous books such as In the Garden of Beasts, Dead Wake, Thunderstruck, and Isaac's Storm. With 5 key ideas to unveil, brace yourself for a deep dive into this captivating book on StoryPlanet.net. To start, experience a journey back in time to early 1900s Chicago. Chicago, the third largest U.S. city, gained fame through the World's Columbian Exposition in the 19th century, propelling it into the limelight. Despite the fair's positive impact, it also revealed darker aspects of humanity. Key points include the origin of Chicago's nickname, enduring brands, and its association with the first known serial killer. Key idea number 1. Chicago in the late 19th century had high levels of vice and violence in its streets. This text describes the chaotic and dangerous conditions in Chicago circa 1890, with high rates of accidents, fires, unsanitary living conditions, and serious crimes. Despite the challenges, the city was in a period of social and industrial growth, with women entering the workforce in various roles, urban development expanding, and the meatpacking industry booming, transforming the skyline with modern skyscrapers. Key idea number 2. Chicago was chosen by Congress in 1890 to host the World's Columbian Exposition. The United States aimed to establish itself as a cultural world leader, taking inspiration from France and its impressive World Fair. The World's Columbian Exposition was initiated to elevate the country's reputation, celebrating Columbus's discovery. After a competitive selection process, Chicago was chosen to host the fair, despite its reputation for corruption and violence. The city's pride and confidence played a significant role in securing this opportunity, leading to the challenge of building a massive exhibition within the city. Key idea number 3. Daniel Burnham led the construction of the fair, which faced various challenges right from the beginning. Architect Daniel Burnham led the construction of Chicago's fair, despite challenges such as a tight budget and unsafe working conditions. The fair, known as the White City, opened in 1893 as a symbol of modern industrialization, despite reflecting class conflicts and worker hardships. Burnham's leadership ensured the fair's timely completion. Key idea number 4. The fair was a huge success, featuring new inventions and celebrity guests. The World's Columbian Exposition was a huge success, attracting 27.5 million visitors over 6 months. It featured technological innovations, extravagant buildings, new products like the zipper and dishwasher, and notable guests like Thomas Edison and Nikola Tesla. The fair showcased the Ferris wheel, and the Pledge of Allegiance was recited by American schoolchildren for the first time. Despite the fair's glory, it couldn't overshadow the underlying issues of violence and crime in Chicago at that time. Key idea number 5. The fair did not reduce Chicago's violence, as evidenced by Henry Howard Holmes. Chicago hosted the world's first known serial killer, Henry Howard Holmes, during the World's Fair. Holmes was a conman and psychopath who lured victims to their deaths in his hotel, designed as a death trap. He killed between 20 and 200 people, selling their skeletons. Eventually apprehended, Holmes was tried, found guilty, and hanged in 1896. In conclusion, key message: Chicago in the late 19th century was a hub of industrial growth, social change, and violence. At the 1893 World Arts Fair, the world learned about its first known serial killer due to one man's obsession with murder. For further reading, The Poisoner's Handbook, by Deborah Blum, explores the work of New York City's first scientifically trained medical examiner and toxicologist, detailing investigations into famous poisonings. Thank you for listening to this summary. If you enjoyed this exploration, we invite you to discover other fascinating books on storyplanet.net. Don't wait any longer. A multitude of books, stories, and knowledge await you there. See you soon on storyplanet.net.